this video was recorded on a day when I was just sharing stuff, basically. So I hope that you enjoy. Let's go. Y'all, today has been todaying. So when I saw that Miss Georgia decided to post a video, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. So that's what we're doing today. I'm putting a little bit of a calming presence into your life. Let's go. Oh, spoilers for the Backrooms, by the way. If you haven't seen it, or if you don't care about spoilers, let's keep watching. Okay, let's go.
No. You don't have to worry. She says
I'm
we
worried.
don't need to change.
Wow. Something real quick that I want to say. I love that she dresses up. She does these adorable little cosplays when she talks about characters. Love it. I will be munching down, much like Pirate Clark
if you
here.
haven't seen the movie. So I figure we might as well jump right in, our mateys, into Pirate Clark and the psychology of who he is, what he represents, and why he does this. So everyone put on your psychology or pirate hats and let's take a look at Pirate Clark.
I have employees and customers.
I didn't say lonely. I said alone.
Alone.
It is really interesting the way that Clark interprets things and the way that he sees them. We often interpret the world depending on how we feel at the time. And sometimes we are so worried about having other people see our insecurities that we right away go to defend them when the person wasn't even meaning to be there. And that's kind of
It's very telling
that this is an issue that he has, being lonely.
I hurt people. I don't want to. It's just the way I'm wired. So maybe I deserve to be alone.
Do you think anyone deserves to be alone?
That also goes to the way that Clark sees himself and the world around him. Because he's done bad things, he deserves to be thrown away. And I think that that goes to how Clark looks at the Backrooms, which we'll get to a little bit later.
When we've experienced hurt again and again, we start to expect it. Are you interested in forging a new path and see where that leads?
Sure. Why not? You know, I'm here.
Yeah.
He says yes, but his head
But
says
he doesn't really need it.
no. So does he actually
Yeah,
want to?
no, he
A lot of
doesn't want
people
to do
say
it.
Things, but words are easy. Actions
Yep.
are really hard. And for a lot of people that say that therapy doesn't work, it isn't just about learning something new. You can know that what you're doing is maladaptive or not the right way to handle it.
And you can
But
still
are you
do it.
willing to go through all of that pain and difficulty in actually
Changing it.
changing? And that means behavioral change. Just talking about things isn't enough. You need to set aside time and effort to consciously do differently. New behaviors actually lead to new paths. A new path.
Neurons
in
that
your
fire
life.
together,
But
wire
yes,
together, like she
neural
says.
pathways as well. Both of
She'll
them
probably
work
say it.
hand in hand. The more that you do something, the more that your
Yep.
neurons will be firing in a different way, and neurons that fire together wire together.
There it is. I've seen
So
a
I
lot of her
want to
videos, so I
revisit
knew she's gonna say it
An
eventually.
exercise we've done before. The role play.
Oh, no, the acting thing?
Yeah.
I feel stupid doing that.
I know.
I love how they're
We have a few
actors.
minutes. Let's
Like actually, like
yeah, just try a little bit.
And yes,
Let's try
this is
it,
a
a little
really
bit.
difficult thing, and for some people it feels really silly to do it. There's many different reasons. I'm not going into her or even her therapeutic techniques. I can do that in a little bit of her own video if people really enjoy this.
yeah,
back
yeah,
to the
please.
night
I
that
want to know how.
Barbara
I want to know her take
Left you.
Oh, you mean the night she kicked
on
me out of
Mary's
my house?
therapy.
I'm playing myself.
And I'll be
Yes.
Barbara.
It is my house, by the way. I'm the one paying for it.
I know.
And now we go into some of the issues that Clark has. That feeling of ownership, of responsibility, and the hurts that he has. Unfortunately,
keep
at
her
the
beeping.
stage that Clark's in, he really only sees things from his own perspective, from his pain. And that can make it really difficult to be able to form meaningful relationships with other people or even understanding their perspective. And so in this kind of an exercise, that's why it may be good if he actually plays someone else's part to help him empathize, not just sympathize with what someone else might
that's
be going
fair.
through.
Well, I was drunk. I'm sorry.
He's so
that
fidgety
I
with his
woke
hands.
you.
Maybe
It's so good.
if you'd come home earlier, we could have spent the evening together.
No, I was working. You know, I came straight home after work.
Be honest with me, please. I can smell it on your breath.
I had a few beers.
Yep.
And you can see that from Clark's perspective, that he defends his behaviors because he feels embarrassed, insecure about what he's done. It is a horrible feeling when you feel like you're not living up to what someone else hopes for. You're disappointing the people that you care about. Sometimes that will actually feed into different maladaptive behaviors, that he will drink more because he feels like a disappointment, because he feels like he's not living up to the expectation that he has for himself, or to
The thought is,
life
what's
that
the point?
that he wants to be able to have and to give to his wife. And so then you might drink more. You might avoid going home because you don't want to see that disappointing look upon someone else's face. And that can be really hard to deal with.
Define a few.
Well, it was a hard day. I needed to wind down.
All you ever do is wind down.
Just really good on that one. I felt that all you ever do is wind down. Clark needs to
Yeah,
understand,
that's a big
why does he do this? Not just what did he do, but why does he do it? Why
You have to get to the core of why.
So that Clark can understand who he is.
You got to get to the core of
what
what hurts.
Recognize what causes him to have these maladaptive behaviors in the first place.
You're always at the store.
You want kids, right?
We both do.
Well, you know, having a family takes money, which means someone has to work. Unless being a professional student is considered a job these days.
That's not fair. You know, I had to take time off.
Well, it's not my fault if you can't keep up. How are you going to be a lawyer if you can't even handle law school?
Often we will
And these are all things that he's probably thought
because we
multiple
feel attacked
times,
ourselves.
repeatedly.
It's a way to
Even if
try
he
to
never
stop
technically
other
said those
people
things to
from
her, that is
hurting
what he
us.
thinks,
Yes,
truly.
it ends up causing more pain. But again, and I'll just say the statement that I have to say every single video, understanding someone else's behavior does not mean that you are
Does not forgive it.
condoning it.
Nope.
We want to understand behavior.
You do not
so
condone,
that we
you do
can
not
live
forgive.
better
You can
ourselves.
understand.
Who do you think pays for everything while you're gallivanting around campus like a 30-year-old freshman? I'll give you a hint. It's me. I pay for your school. I pay for your time off school. I pay for the roof over your head.
Can I talk now?
No.
And often this exercise actually can help Clark to be able to share the things he didn't get to share, to be able to say his piece so that he feels settled. It is a really hard thing for, in Clark's position, to have to give up his own dreams in order to support a family, and then to see someone else that is, in his eyes, getting to live those dreams. Again, does not mean this is okay, but it's a really difficult position to be in. And I think that that's the way that Clark's perspective is on this situation.
Anyway, you know, you pop out a kid and then you leave me
He is.
with the bill.
He's jealous.
Or am I stuck at home changing diapers because you're too busy working for the first time in your life?
Now you're being cruel.
And so now Clark is sharing how he fears being abandoned, being isolated, being alone, that he's done all of these sacrifices and he still doesn't get to live his dream, and the pain of that kind of a journey.
I'm being honest.
Like, you don't always,
I thought that's
you don't always
what you
get to do the
wanted.
thing you wanted to
It
do.
can be both. You can be cruel to someone else, and it could
You
be
can.
the honest way that you feel. You do want to be careful of how you package things, because you can hurt the other person that you want as your partner. You're both in the same boat. So the way that you say things,
You're in this
you
together.
want to think twice. But in this exercise, of course, it's fair for him to just share unfiltered his raw, true feelings.
Just because you didn't get to be an architect doesn't...
I am a f***ing architect. God damn it, I'm just stuck selling furniture because someone won't get off their fat ass and help me.
How do you feel, Clark?
Oh, I really wanted to go back into the therapy thing of like, we don't just ask, how do you feel? But I won't.
Yeah, you got to do a video on Mary, please.
He really
I gotta
hit
leave a
fast,
comment on this
high
video
notes.
after.
So that not being
Yeah.
an architect is a pain point on
It's a
his part.
very big
Whenever
pain point.
you hit 0
He
to
cannot be
100
seen as a
in
failure.
Your temperature range, your
That's his thing.
anxiety, your anger, that's really important. That
He-
is a win.
his sin
And that's
is
one of the
envy.
things that Clark should
He is an
work on,
envious person.
Being able to heal and repair.
Who am I talking to?
Me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get angry or lose my temper or whatever.
That's
Feel
what he
you
is.
feel, and then
Envious.
learn to identify a new path. Your reaction was actually quite normal.
Oh, that's me.
Envy turns
Ahoy there, mateys!
yeah,
Oh,
that's
is there a
me.
feather on his hat. Damn it. And I think that
Oh,
that's
it's
a really
okay.
important distinction for Clark is understanding, and that feeling something is normal doesn't mean
Yeah,
that
no.
it's something that you should continue or not.
Yeah, no, it doesn't mean it's a
change.
good
We
thing.
can have normal reaction to things, but we want to control how
I've
we
changed
handle
quite a bit.
having those reactions, or how we actually embody them. If left
Mm-hmm,
to their own domain, or allowed, or even encouraged, that's
be
when
bad.
we can run into issues. And I think that that is where the Backrooms has made this copy of Pirate Clark his TV commercial character self, that
Yep.
dark side, all of the negative affects, and embodied it fully into its own character.
Creating the same problems.
Yep.
Reaching.
Hi,
the same
Mary.
solutions.
Are you having fun?
Over
Are you having fun?
and over
Are you
again.
enjoying this?
Still,
Oh.
it's the neural pathway of least resistance.
I think that it's really important that Clark takes the words of Dr. Klein. She wanted people to remember that whatever you do the most amount of times, that's going to create the easiest pathway for your brain, and your brain will feel most comfortable to walk over them. But in his twisted version, he takes that to mean that there can't be change, and this is just
Yeah, that's not
easier
true.
in that he's
That's not
almost
true.
decided to just give up on himself. He uses her words
He has.
that are words that she meant as hope and change, and instead
Yep.
he uses those words to
He
mean
twists
that
them.
I'm hardwired for this and there can't be any change, or that
Yep.
I don't want to. And I think that there's a certain amount of respect that some people don't want to change. You can't make someone want to change. I think that for Clark,
have to
the
want it for
sadness,
themselves.
The tragedy in this story is that it's almost that he's given up for himself or feels that he doesn't deserve it.
You know,
Yeah.
I learned to push people away before they could hurt me.
You can
now-
probably hear the cats.
As an adult, I'm still stuck. Right
Where
where I
are you?
started.
I don't know where the
And
cats are.
that's the thing. For a lot of people, that's what they do.
What?
It hurts so much to be rejected,
Is there a bug?
especially when you feel like you have allowed other people to see who you truly are. That it's sometimes easier to push people away first, or in Clark's case,
Yeah.
to hurt
You
them
just be
before
a
they
jerk
can
to them
hurt
and
you.
then-
And for
Yep,
a lot of
hurt
people,
them first.
that's why they react with aggression. It's easier to allow it to be an aggressive action, where then when they reject you, it's because you were aggressive to them. It wasn't because they
Yep.
saw who you truly were. But what it ends up actually becoming is actually self-sabotage. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that you have created.
It's a real mess. Am I right?
Before you
Yeah,
do
it's
anything you can't take
it's-
back.
Answer the
it's
question.
pretty
It's a
screwed
real
up,
mess.
brother. It's a real mess. Yeah.
But also beautiful. In a way. No?
Oh, the one tear going down her face is so good.
It is an interesting
Ugh.
thing that often,
God,
yes,
still
we
lifes look
create
so
our own
funky.
prisons. And for Clark, instead of seeing the Backrooms as a place that he is trapped, that he has to get out of, he sees this
He
as
sees
a
it as,
safe
like, home.
place where even if he hurts the people around them, they can't be hurt and they won't leave. And I think that for a lot of people, especially when they're insecure, especially when they've had maladaptive relationships with them, when everyone's ran away, I can understand how for Clark, these people can't run away. They won't run away. And so
I'm okay.
he feels safe in his own darkness.
Yeah,
with the
but
people
that's
that
not
even
good.
If he stabs,
You're in an echo chamber, brother.
literally and figuratively,
You cannot be in an echo chamber.
They'll stay there.
Who are these people?
This place builds them. Remembers them. Somewhere out there is a guy in a striped shirt, but in here, he's remembered.
And that is kind of an interesting way that we deal with it. The Backrooms kind of photocopies things, and the more that it photocopies them, the
Yeah.
more that it makes them into something different. But the same thing happens with our memories. The more that we remember things, we often distort that and becomes more.
I think
and more
she says it
distorted
in
as
the
we
beginning.
continue
Mary does.
to think about them. And in some ways, I think that it's really important. That's why we need to sometimes do an own check of what story am I telling myself, and how
And what is the
accurate
truth?
actually is it?
What is the truth?
They're an improvement
The real truth.
on the originals. They can't feel anything.
Oh,
Can you imagine how good that must feel? There's no thoughts, no pain, no ego.
no ego.
And I think that for a lot
No
of people,
ego.
That's
That's-
why they
no, that's very
lean
telling.
towards drinking or taking pills or getting lost in certain activities, because those feelings are so negative it can become encompassing. And so for Clark, he sees a certain amount of freedom, and that's why he probably would spend so much time getting drunk, because that shut off all of those pain centers, and he, for a period of time, could feel relief in it. He sees all of these people, these reflections of people that don't feel that, and he can sense the freedom of not feeling the pain that he so deeply feels. His ego that he's done so much time to protect and had all of these horrible things, that it would feel better not to have that. And a lot of times that could be the cause of someone's anxiety, anger, or depression. That it's not really that they want to kill themselves, but they just want to end the pain. If you're going through that, I will have a list of numbers that you can check out in the description.
They simply
Yes. Oh, stay here.
exist like furniture.
Stay here. Trust me, the world is much better with you in
Best
it.
part.
Like, it's hard. Life is hard, but trust me, life is so much better with you in it. Please stay. Ah! Please stay, and please don't do this to other people. That's insane. No, I hate that.
About you can eat them. Like it for me.
And
it
you
just
can
kind of goes
eat
into
them.
the
How did you find
psychology
that
of,
out?
like, we eat our pain or whatever we consume, it becomes who we are. So it's kind of interesting that for Clark, he's used his anger to be able to control all the people around him, and this ends up being that ultimate control. That they end up also being the thing that sustains them. And for a lot of people I know I'm going too far into it, but for a lot of people, these are the emotions that they constantly consume. They bathe themselves in anger or in fear or in anxiety, and then it becomes who they are.
They
And
put
so
themselves in
some
an echo
cases,
chamber of those
feeling
things,
that
and
anger,
they
being
never
angry at
change
everyone
because
else,
of
it
it.
actually feels good to be able to do that. Gets it out of you, but it also hurts other people. But in a way, you're often doing that to transpose that anger on other people when you actually are angry at someone else. And so it almost feels like that part of you that was
Or
hurt
angry at yourself.
gets its own redemption.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Or if you can't take it out on the person that actually did it, you decide to take it on someone else. That's completely unrelated. Very common.
It was late. A lot darker. Lights, please. Fine. I'll do it myself. It's still my house, after all.
And you see how she slowly looks down? This is definitely a representation of his life.
Oh yeah, I thought the same thing. Especially because like he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything when he goes to like, he talks about like the other two still lifes in the room, but when he looks at the Barbara, he doesn't say anything.
That is something else that he wants. And to do this to the therapist that he saw as in control in the other scene. So I think that it's really important that he, one, makes her into his wife. So he has this visualization of the person that he's really upset at, but also at the therapist that often is used as a person that we project that anger towards, that he might see as someone that thought that they were better than him. Yet still, also at the same time, Clark wants that affirmation from them at the same time, just as he also did from his wife.
He wants to have his cake and eat it too.
Appreciation and respect.
With everything.
I was at the store late. I guess I lost track of the time. I was checking inventory. I stopped off for a few beers.
Clark,
Barbara!
define a few.
As many as I wanted, because this is my house. I pay for it. I pay for you to go to school. I pay for your time off school. I pay for the roof over your
That
head.
kind of behavior is
And I
disgusting.
don't think it's just for her that he feels like he lost out or he didn't get what he vicariously hopes for, but I think that he wants to relive it again. Often when we're reliving things in our head over and over again, it's because we haven't found a solution or we don't have this emotional answer to a question that we have. And that's why we do it. You don't want to just live over scenes over your head constantly, but you want to ask yourself, why am I doing it? And what do I hope for? Do I want to?
What are you trying to gain out of doing it?
Do things differently? Do I feel like I didn't answer this in the right way? Or am I hoping that the person responded in a different way? And I think that for Clark, that's what he's actually hoping for, and not really from Dr. Klein, but from Barbara. And that's why he transposed and put the wig on her so that he could see her more.
I wouldn't, I mean, I guess it's
So
a
someone has
wig,
to work
but
around here. I said someone has to get off her fat ass and work around here.
Just because you didn't get to be an architect.
I am an architect.
an architect of your own demise.
Stop selling furniture because someone won't get off her fat ass and help me.
I'm not your wife.
Stay in character.
This scene really shows how much self-hatred he has, how
lot.
he feels in the area and how he feels alone, that she's not able to help him, and that anger has nowhere to exist. And so
I feel
it's
like
just
he almost
eating
doesn't
inside
want to
of him.
be
You
helped.
want to know the real reason your wife left you? It was the whining. That's
Yep.
never your fault, is it? You drink too
Yep.
much, blame
No
your job.
accountability.
You get kicked out of the house, Blame your wife. You attack me and tie me up? Blame your brain. You are your brain, you.
I
really
love
wanna
that.
go
I
into
love
how
that.
Dr. Klein handles this situation.
Yeah,
and if it was gonna
please do a
but
Mary
for other
video.
videos, I'm trying to hold back. But on
Please
Clark's
hold back,
situation,
but do a
that's
Mary
really hard to
video.
change. It's one of the reasons that it's hard to change. Accepting responsibility for your actions means that you are at fault for negative things that hurt.
You are
that
at
hurts
fault.
even more. And
Yep.
he's already so hard on himself. He has such a negative dialogue that taking on more would be soul crushing to him. And so it's easier to put the blame on someone else than
Yeah, but
dealing
brother,
with it
that
yourself.
means you'll just
The
be
problem is
continuously
that
doing
if you
it.
don't accept responsibility, you're never going to change.
Yes.
And so you're going to continue walking that path that's already caused these issues. And that means that these issues will continue or even
And continue
get worse.
and continue and continue and continue and continue
But
and
it's just the way
continue
you're
and
wired, isn't
continue.
Isn't it?
How do I stop doing that?
Honestly,
You have to want to.
I have no idea.
She has a whole video on it. I'm sorry. She has a whole video on it. Of course she knows. Do something different. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. Can't help myself.
I don't think I want to change.
Don't.
Then don't.
Yeah.
I like it in here. For the first time in a long time.
Brother, the only way you can change is if you want to change. The pain of the change must be less than the pain of staying the same.
I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
The saddest part
Wow.
for me is Clark giving up on himself or feeling like
It
this is where he's
is
deserved, that
sad, but
he's
it's like
safest,
there's
that
only so much that you can do to help.
This is his punishment, that he deserves to be alone.
If
with
they are so
things around
determined
him that he can't
to drag
hurt or
themselves
damage,
down,
like furniture. I think that
that
for a
they'd
lot
be
of
willing to
people,
drag
it's
other people
really
down,
hard
you
to
gotta
be able
cut
to
the
change.
cord.
I think that there's very few people that really can take those actions. It takes a lot of ego
A lot.
strength to be able to do things that you're very afraid to confront about yourself and the world around you. And it's so sad
Okay,
that
sorry.
for Clark, he sees these backrooms, the prison, as not a place to escape and to go back into the real world, but
a place to be
that it is
safe.
this safe
Away from-
prison
yeah,
where
that's
he can
just-
no longer do harm to others or himself.
That is really, really sad. That's just really sad, man.
What are you doing in here?
Oh,
She's
no.
our therapist. No. You don't have to worry. She says we don't need to change. It's okay.
But you already changed.
It's just the way we're wired.
And accepting that you don't have to change, you've already changed.
And I think that
You're
this
not the
is
same
that
person anymore.
Symbolization of Pirate Clark being all of the darkest aspects, that anger, that hunt.
Mm-hmm.
All he does is
And
hunt,
you've changed, and
terrify,
that
and
hurt
consume
doesn't
things
want you
around
to
him.
be at
And
peace.
that's
It
just
wants
the
you to
difference
be
between
angry. It wants you
acknowledging
to
and
be
taking
in
responsibility
pain.
for your actions. Clark
And since
sees
he's no longer
that
mentally
this
in
is a
pain,
part of himself,
now
as
he gets
can
to physically
accept,
be in pain.
acknowledge, and even encourage that we can continue doing it. And those two things are separate. Accepting responsibility does not mean that you have to embrace it and that you're not able to change. Unfortunately, Clark comes and wants to come to a different realization that allows him to just be these darker parts of himself. He's giving Pirate Clark the permission to continue and actually grow in
Consume
his
him.
darkest aspects. And that's why Pirate Clark does to Clark the same thing that Clark does to everyone else. Let's talk a touch about online privacy.
Oh, it's her little
Personal
Jax.
information is at
Her
risk
little Jax
every time we go
outfit.
online.
Ah,
If
she
you're
looks so
browsing
cute.
without using a VPN,
I'll hang out.
it's like
I'll watch
sending a
the full
postcard
thing.
that everyone can read.
I
A
really like
VPN
Miss
or
Georgia.
virtual private network creates a secure, encrypted tunnel for your connection. It hides your IP address. It protects your data from hackers and snoops. It's like sending your messages in a locked box. And especially if you're using public Wi-Fi, like at a coffee shop, your data is super vulnerable. Hackers can steal your passwords, photos, everything. But a VPN, like private internet access, shields you from that. And
VPN.
if I can use it, it's definitely easy. It connects all your devices with
Oh, no.
one subscription. You can access content from anywhere in the world. If you're traveling and want to watch your favorite,
There we go. I have my little head was covering up the thing, and I
can
feel
use
bad
it.
now.
It's
But there you go. I
definitely
moved it.
easy. It connects all your devices
So
with
now you can
one
scan it if you want to.
subscription. You can access content from anywhere in the world. If you're traveling and want to watch your favorite show, They have service
You wanna
in
watch me
91
shows.
countries
I
and
gotta watch
all
my
50
soap operas.
states. So you get
Ah,
fast,
I don't watch
reliable
soap operas.
speeds. For example, if you're outside of the US and trying to watch your favorite shows such as Digital Circus and you find out that it's blocked, you can use PIA to connect to a US server, like you're right back home, unlocking all of your favorite content. PIA is a
I love
trusted
Oxenfree.
provider
That's a
with
great
over
game.
30
I
million
really
downloads
enjoyed it.
and an
I haven't played the
excellent
second
rating
one.
on Trustpilot. More importantly, they have a strict no logs policy. So they never track your browsing data. And the best part, because you're watching this video, you get the most amazing deal. I actually
There we
had to
go.
check
That's
because
back.
I thought it was wrong. It's 83% off. 83%
Whoa!
off, bringing the cost down to $2.03 a month.
Dang, Miss Georgia.
An
Miss
extra
Georgia got the
4
plug.
months Free. That's included.
Miss Georgia
Not
got the
either of them.
plug.
I know, I didn't believe it either. Protecting your online privacy is crucial. And with this deal, there's no reason not to. Just go on over to piavpn.com/GeorgiaDow or click on the link in the description to get 83% off and 4 months free. Thank
Okay,
you,
Miss
PIA,
Georgia.
for protecting us, and hopefully I'll see you.
Okay,
in the
Miss
next
Georgia.
video.
Okay,
Pirate
Miss
Clark
Georgia,
is the
I see you.
monster that we create
Yep.
ourselves, often within ourselves, or sometimes even the monster that we see ourselves as. And yes, if you don't handle it, if you don't deal with all of these emotions, these unresolved feelings,
It will
they
consume
will
you.
often consume you. And I think
Ah,
that the
that's what he
saddest part
said.
to the movie is that his culmination
It
is
is.
giving up and giving into it. And so
Yeah.
hopefully that is a cautionary tale to all of us not to give up on ourselves and allow
Yeah.
our own Pirate Clark to take over. You can let me know your thoughts on Backroom, your favorite scenes, and if I should do Dr. Mary Klein or not in another video in the comments below. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video.
Oh yeah. Hi, Quiet. Oh yeah. I definitely need to leave a little comment on here. Oh, so good. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for a video every day at noon.